Florida, known as the Sunshine State, is a land of extraordinary diversity, stretching from the subtropical wetlands of the Everglades in the south to the sandy beaches of the Panhandle in the north. Its unique geography, climate, and cultural mix make it one of the most distinctive states in the United States. Florida is a place where tropical landscapes, bustling cities, and coastal environments converge, creating a dynamic environment that has influenced the economy, culture, and identity of the state. Geographically, Florida is a peninsula bordered by the Gulf of Mexico to the west, the Atlantic Ocean to the east, and the Straits of Florida to the south. This strategic location provides miles of coastline, hundreds of islands, and natural harbors that have been crucial for settlement, trade, and tourism. The Florida Keys, a chain of coral islands extending from the southern tip of the state, are not only a natural wonder but also a vital region for marine biodiversity and ecological research. Florida's flat terrain, combined with its warm climate, has created conditions for extensive wetlands, swamps, and mangrove forests, all of which support unique ecosystems and wildlife. The Everglades, a vast subtropical wetland in southern Florida, are perhaps the state's most famous natural feature. Often called the River of Grass, the Everglades cover approximately 1.5 million acres and are home to countless species, including alligators, manatees, panthers, and hundreds of bird species. The slow-moving waters of sawgrass marshes and mangrove forests play a crucial role in filtering water, controlling floods, and sustaining fisheries, demonstrating the interconnectedness of Florida's ecosystems. Conservation of these wetlands has been a major priority, as urban expansion and climate change pose significant challenges. Florida's climate, characterized by hot, humid summers and mild winters, has shaped its development and lifestyle. The subtropical climate supports agriculture, tourism, and outdoor recreation year-round. Crops such as oranges, sugarcane, tomatoes, and strawberries thrive in the fertile soil and warm temperatures, making Florida a major agricultural producer in the United States. Citrus groves, especially in central Florida, are a symbol of the state's agricultural heritage and economic significance. Urban development in Florida is heavily influenced by its geography and climate. Major cities such as Miami, Orlando, Tampa, and Jacksonville have grown rapidly due to population migration, tourism, and economic opportunities. Miami, in the southeastern part of the state, serves as a gateway to Latin America and a global cultural hub. Orlando is world-renowned for its theme parks, including Walt Disney World and Universal Studios, drawing millions of visitors each year. Tampa and Jacksonville combine ports, business centers, and residential communities, reflecting the diversity of urban life across the state. Florida's economy is diverse, relying on tourism, agriculture, real estate, trade, and international business. The state's beaches, warm climate, and theme parks attract millions of tourists annually, fueling hospitality, retail, and entertainment sectors. Its ports, including Port Miami and Port Tampa Bay, facilitate international trade and commerce, linking Florida to global markets. Real estate and construction are also major contributors to the economy, driven by population growth and international investment. Cultural diversity is central to Florida's identity. The state is home to a large population of immigrants and descendants from Latin America, the Caribbean, and Europe. This diversity is visible in neighborhoods, cuisine, music, festivals, and language. Miami's Little Havana showcases Cuban culture, while Haitian, Puerto Rican, and Dominican communities enrich the state's cultural landscape. This blending of traditions has made Florida a vibrant mosaic of global influences, where multiculturalism is an everyday experience. Florida's natural attractions go beyond its wetlands and beaches. The state boasts a variety of ecosystems, including pine forests, coastal dunes, freshwater springs, and coral reefs. The Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary protects coral reefs and marine life, while state parks and preserves provide opportunities for hiking, kayaking, and wildlife observation. The combination of ecological diversity and recreational opportunities makes Florida a destination for nature enthusiasts and adventurers alike. Transportation infrastructure is critical in supporting Florida's growth and connectivity. Interstate highways, bridges, airports, and ports facilitate the movement of people, goods, and ideas across the state and beyond. Miami International Airport and Orlando International Airport are major hubs for domestic and international travel, while the state's highways connect urban centers with rural and coastal regions. Efficient transportation enables tourism, commerce, and daily life, ensuring that Florida remains an accessible and integrated state. Florida's history is deeply intertwined with its geography. Indigenous peoples, including the Seminole and Calusa, inhabited the region long before European arrival. Spanish explorers in the 16th century established settlements and missions, leaving cultural and architectural legacies. The United States acquired Florida from Spain in 1821, initiating waves of development, agriculture, and urbanization. The state's strategic location has made it a center for trade, military operations, and international engagement throughout its history. Florida also faces environmental challenges, including hurricanes, flooding, and rising sea levels. Urban planners and policymakers must balance economic growth with environmental preservation, implementing flood control systems, coastal management, and sustainability initiatives. These efforts are essential to maintaining Florida's natural beauty, protecting communities, and ensuring long-term resilience in the face of climate change. Ultimately, Florida is a state of contrasts and opportunities. Its natural landscapes range from pristine beaches and coral reefs to vast wetlands and forests. Its cities combine economic power, cultural diversity, and recreational appeal. Its people represent a fusion of local traditions and global influences. Florida exemplifies the intersection of geography, economy, and culture, offering a unique window into the American experience. The Sunshine State's story is one of growth, diversity, and adaptation, demonstrating how natural environment and human ambition together shape a dynamic and influential region. Florida is more than just sun-soaked beaches and vibrant cities. It is a state of immense economic, cultural, and international significance. Its strategic location, diverse population, and unique geography make it a hub for tourism, trade, agriculture, and innovation. Understanding Florida's modern role requires examining its economy, urban centers, international connections, and cultural impact. Tourism is the backbone of Florida's economy. Millions of visitors from across the United States and around the world flock to the state each year, drawn by world-famous destinations such as Walt Disney World, Universal Studios, the Florida Keys, and Miami's beaches. Theme parks, resorts, and recreational attractions generate billions in revenue, supporting local businesses, hotels, restaurants, and entertainment industries. Coastal cities like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Tampa attract not only vacationers but also business travelers, reinforcing the state's dual role as a leisure and commerce destination. Florida's ports and transportation networks facilitate international trade and commerce. Port Miami, Port Everglades, and Port Tampa Bay are among the busiest in the United States, serving as gateways for imports, exports, and cruise travel. These ports link Florida to Latin America, the Caribbean, Europe, and Asia, making the state a critical hub in global logistics and supply chains. Airports such as Miami International and Orlando International further enhance connectivity, ensuring that people and goods can move efficiently both domestically and internationally. Real estate and urban development reflect Florida's growing economy and diverse population. Cities such as Miami, Orlando, Tampa, and Jacksonville combine residential, commercial, and industrial zones, creating dynamic metropolitan areas. Miami's skyline features high-rise condos, corporate offices, and luxury hotels, catering to both residents and international investors. Orlando's tourism-driven infrastructure includes hotels, entertainment complexes, and conference centers. Tampa and Jacksonville serve as commercial and logistics centers, supporting trade, shipping, and business development across the southeastern United States. Agriculture continues to play a vital role in Florida's economy. The state produces a large portion of the nation's citrus, sugarcane, tomatoes, strawberries, and specialty crops. The Central Florida region, along with the southern areas near Lake Okeechobee, supports extensive farming operations that supply both domestic and international markets. Florida's agricultural output not only drives local economies but also establishes the state as a key contributor to national and global food supply chains. Cultural diversity defines Florida's social and economic landscape. The state is home to large populations from Latin America, the Caribbean, and Europe, creating a multicultural environment that influences cuisine, music, festivals, and business practices. Miami, in particular, has emerged as a cultural capital for Latin America, with Little Havana representing Cuban heritage and neighborhoods throughout the state reflecting Haitian, Puerto Rican, and Colombian communities. This cultural fusion contributes to Florida's global appeal, fostering creativity, tourism, and international business. Environmental and recreational assets enhance Florida's economic and social significance. The state's beaches, coral reefs, and wetlands attract nature enthusiasts, ecotourists, and adventurers. The Everglades, Biscayne Bay, and the Florida Keys support biodiversity, water filtration, and recreational activities such as boating, fishing, and wildlife observation. Conservation and sustainable development efforts ensure that these natural resources continue to provide economic, ecological, and social benefits for future generations. Florida's role in international business and finance is significant. Many multinational corporations, trade organizations, and financial institutions maintain a presence in the state to leverage its geographic proximity to Latin America and the Caribbean. Miami, in particular, serves as a hub for international banking, trade, and diplomatic engagement. The state's bilingual workforce, strategic location, and strong infrastructure make it an attractive destination for foreign investment, trade negotiations, and cultural exchange. The state's education and research institutions also support innovation and economic growth. Universities such as the University of Florida, Florida State University, and the University of Miami contribute to research in technology, healthcare, marine sciences, and environmental management. These institutions foster entrepreneurship, provide skilled labor, and encourage innovation, reinforcing Florida's role as a leader in science, education, and economic development. Florida's infrastructure and planning play a crucial role in balancing growth with environmental challenges. The state's low elevation and coastal location make it vulnerable to hurricanes, flooding, and rising sea levels. Investments in flood control, hurricane-resistant buildings, and sustainable urban development are essential to ensure safety, resilience, and continued economic prosperity. At the same time, transportation systems, highways, airports, and ports connect Florida internally and to the global economy, supporting trade, tourism, and cultural exchange. In summary, Florida is a state of opportunities, contrasts, and influence. Its economy thrives on tourism, trade, agriculture, and real estate. Its cultural diversity drives creativity, international engagement, and social richness. Its natural landscapes provide both resources and challenges, fostering conservation, recreation, and sustainable development. Florida exemplifies how geography, human ambition, and cultural fusion can create a region that is vital not only to the United States but also to global commerce, tourism, and cultural exchange. Florida is more than a destination, it is a dynamic and globally connected state, where natural beauty, economic power, and cultural diversity converge to shape a region that continues to influence the nation and the world. In summary, Florida is a state of opportunities, contrasts, and influence. Its economy thrives on tourism, trade, agriculture, and real estate. Its cultural diversity drives creativity, international engagement, and social richness. Its natural landscapes provide both resources and challenges, fostering conservation, recreation, and sustainable development. Florida exemplifies how geography, human ambition, and cultural fusion can create a region that is vital not only to the United States but also to global commerce, tourism, and cultural exchange. Florida is more than a destination, it is a dynamic and globally connected state, where natural beauty, economic power, and cultural diversity converge to shape a region that continues to influence the nation and the world.